Hey everybody, Dr. Manitti, and a lot of people ask me because they see a lot in my tummy tucks a vertical scar. So you and I are going to take a walk through this whiteboard analysis of how you do a tummy tuck surgery. So a tummy tuck surgery involves making a long incision down here, and I'm just going to arbitrarily place it for now. It's not necessarily where I like to make an incision, and an incision around the belly button. And we get down to the muscle and we lift all the skin and fat off the muscle all the way up to here, all the way up to the rib cage. We tie the muscle up and then we pull on the skin to tighten it. Now keep in mind, there's a hole in the skin. This next drawing represents the skin being pulled down. You can see through the dotted line where the incision is that I made. So this is all this skin below that dotted line is extra skin. This little dotted line represents the belly button that's been buried underneath the skin. And that little hole is a hole. And it's where it used to be attached to the belly button. Surgeons have been taught, including myself, because I was taught over 25 years ago how to do a tummy tuck, that we have to get that little hole out. And that's a problem because we know that when a scar is not in the right place, it doesn't matter how good it looks, it's going to be forever visible. These red lines represent what has been called aesthetic units. And the concept is this: when we place scars, incisions on the borderline between units, they're harder to see than when we put them within a unit. So based on that, we really need to emphasize and prioritize the long incision of a tummy tuck, not whether or not we can get the little hole out. So in my surgeries, I place this scar very low, right along the border, and lower than the amount of excess skin which will allow that hole to travel past that incision. I can't get that hole all the way down there. But for me, the priority is this. And I'd rather have this, which is a long transverse incision, that when it's too high, will always cut through the abdominal unit. I don't want to cut crosswise through an abdominal unit. It's too visible to the brain. And when we put it along these borderlines, which by the way actually represent anatomical features. There's the anterior superior iliac spines, here's the pubic bone, and here's the inguinal ligament. Deep structures that when we put the scar along there, they literally disappear over time. And that's more important. The little vertical scar I get, although technically breaks the rule of keeping scars outside of or within borders between aesthetic units, breaks that rule because it's really in the midline of a mirror image unit. The right and left unit are identical mirror images, and it's a small little break. So this doesn't catch the eye as much and will sit below a potential bikini and be in public. That's how good that scar looks. You can't do that with a tummy tuck scar that would have to be in the same place as that vertical scar in order to get the hole out. So that's why we get a vertical scar in my patients.